In this section, we are going to be building a box. It's a little bit more exciting than that. If we take the top off the box, it's going to be a room, and some students have gone off and made entire buildings, which is why it's called Building Escape. So we're going to be showing you the principles of how to make a simple physics-based game like this. What we have is a room. We have the concept of some props, which we can lift, so you'll be working out how to make a physics grabber. And then the idea is if we pop over here and drop it into this secret pressure pad, then the doors open. There they go. But the problem is they need a certain amount of total weight on the pressure pad in order to stay open. So the moment that I get off the pressure pad, the door closes. And of course, the timing of that door closes annoyingly such that, well, actually, I did get out there. But you'll be tuning the game so the timing is such that you can't ordinarily get out of the room. So the solution is going to be to put more than one object on the pressure pad. So in order to learn how to do this, there's quite a few things we need to be looking at. We're going to be looking at some basic Blueprint, but we'll only be using Blueprint where it makes a ton of sense, like where we're wiring assets like the door together. So we're going to use some basic Blueprint, and we're going to be having plenty more C++ classes. We'll be writing quite a lot more C++. We'll be introducing ourselves to C++ header files, and then to the actual implementation files, the .cpp files, although that one hasn't got much in it. Here's the grabber, here's the physics grabber. We'll be doing all sorts of new stuff, logging to the Unreal console so that we can get some information. We'll be binding input to the mouse, loads of stuff. We'll be dealing with pointers, a little bit to do with pointers and what that means. So tons to learn in here, and by the end of it, you will have a much better idea of the basics of the Unreal interface, all these different sections around here, the modes and the 3D view and the details and what they all do, how it all ties together, and how you go about thinking about setting up your game, including things like a game mode, which tells Unreal a little bit about what it puts in the world by default, and a lot more about assembling assets, assembling these blocks, how we move walls around, a little bit about lighting, materials, quite a lot in this section really. It's going to be about the same number of videos as the previous section, the Bull Cow game, just a few more, but because we've already learned some basic C++, we're now in a position to leverage that knowledge and move forward at a much higher speed. So looking forward to teaching all this. There's the roof back on in my game, and there's loads of stuff Unreal does for you. Look how pretty that floor is just out the box. We've even got eye adaptation. You see if I look over there, it's nice and light. And then it changes depending on whether you've been looking at something bright or not. All sorts of things the engine's doing for us. So we should be grateful for those, not take them for granted, because not many engines come this pretty straight out the box with no effort. And I look forward to seeing you inside the section.